I just got punched in the face.
There's no rivalry anymore. It's over.
We are here in front of AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, where tonight the U.S. men's national team will be taking on Mexico in the 2024 Concacaf Nations League Final. And like we always do, we're going to go talk to the fans before the match, after the match, get their thoughts, their reactions, their predictions, all of that. Now let's get to it.
USA! USA! USA!
USA, let's go! Dallas and Texas, it's already Mexico, boy. You know what I'm saying? We got this shit extra. Hey, come on, who's gonna win, buddy?
Mexico.
USA, Mexico, right?
Yes.
It's a cup final, right? There's a lot of reasons to be excited. How are you feeling right now?
I'm feeling great. I'm feeling really confident. I know the team didn't necessarily show all the capabilities that they could in the first 90, right, in the semi, right? It's tough to play against a bunkered team. That early goal kind of unsettled us, right? This game's going to be free-flowing. I think you're going to see the technical ability of the U.S. team really show in these one-on-one matchups. They're going to be able to play a lot of one-touch ball and be able to connect the ball and put the ball in the back of the net.
I think we can't get up for a game against Jamaica in an empty stadium. You know, like that's something we got to figure out, as like the U.S. team has to figure out. But when we play Mexico, everybody's locked in, and we just got the horses, and they don't. You know, I mean, that's what it comes down to.
It's mixed emotions right now because, again, obviously, you know, I'm no fan of Greg Berhalter, but one thing that we know is that it doesn't matter to the coach, it doesn't matter to the players that are here. When U.S. and Mexico is involved, it always is just happening on a different level. It just doesn't matter, and somehow there's a level of intensity that you don't find in hardly any other match. And so many times we find a way to win. So as it is right now, again, I wish we had a different coach, but I don't really know that matters in a match like this. So nervous anticipation, I guess.
We're feeling good because for the last 6 matches between the United States and Mexico, Mexico has not been able to prevail and win. And the USA men's national team has arrived many years ago and will continue to dominate this entire region, and Mexico can never say that they dominate USA, because that just doesn't happen, not anymore. Am I right?
Oh yeah!
What I'm most looking forward to is Dest and Jo dancing along the lines and just making people show that Americans can ball. That's what I want to see. I want to see some frazz and dazzle. I want to see some Star Spangled Banner. That's what I want to see.
My biggest thing I'm looking forward to has to be, there are so many different opinions in this fan base regarding our coach, player selection, roster selection, but the one constant that has remained in this era, you could say, is that this team turns up a level when they play Mexico, okay? They've got a great record. They always bring their A game, and that's what I always look forward to, that if nothing else matters, they can't agree on anything. They always agree that this is the game that means the most to them and that means a lot to us as fans, you know, so.
Maybe a lot of people, you know, outside of U.S. and Mexico fans don't know, right, how intense and how exciting a USA-Mexico match can get. Can you speak on that rivalry?
Oof, I mean, yeah, unless you're here, it's hard to really let you know, but this is never just a soccer match, all right, because of all the different issues go in politics-wise, border-wise, history-wise. It's always so much more than 22 guys that are on the field. I think both sides, we always feel that, and that's why I say it doesn't matter who the coach is, who the players are. When you get in that stadium, when they step on that field, everyone feels that. And I remember them going and explaining to Balogun when he came in his first match, and they were like, "Hey man, this is different." And he's like, "They told me it was on a different level. I didn't quite realize just what a different level it was until he got in there." And he's like, "Now I get it."
Yeah, I think it's the best rivalry in international soccer. Looking on Facebook today, we were in Estadio Azteca 2 years ago today for US-Mexico. I think this is our third straight one together and fourth one overall. So I think it is one of the best rivalries in international sports.
Yeah, so I was in Vegas last year for Nations League. It was about 90% Mexico fans, 10% US. I expect the same tonight. They're the friendliest fans in the world before and after the game, but during the game it's war, you know? We hate them during it, they hate us, but it's what makes this region great.
This is the greatest rivalry in all of sports, man. This is my 13th USA-Mexico game. This is the greatest sport, greatest rivalry ever out of all the whole world.
Awesome, man.
Until you don't know it until you experience it.
It is the quintessential CONCACAF rivalry, right? There's nothing better or stronger than US v Mexico, right? So they're electric. The fans are committed. These are fan bases that love their teams, love what the teams are doing out there. And will the U.S. be outnumbered on home soil from a fan perspective tonight? Yes. Do we care? Absolutely not. All of the people you see here will be in full voice, ready to go, and supporting our team. And it will happen, right? It's going to be a battle. It's going to be physical. There's going to be jawing. There's going to be cheap shots. We will take the win.
All right, so I'm going to get very personal on this right here. So, like, my dad was the reason why I became a U.S. fan. So, I'll say one thing, too. I was not going to come to this game, but my mom reminded me, saying, hey, you know what? If your dad was here, you'll be enjoying this game with him because you always, you guys, that was your bond. And, that's how you always guys, always talk talk smack to each other all the time. So this game right here, it means a lot to me because the fact that right there, it's a very big rivalry, another thing too, it's in my hometown. So I can't miss it, so it means a lot to me. And the thing is, like, we're all passionate here, Right. A lot of Mexican fans, they don't see that, that U.S. fans are passionate, but they know now. Yeah. Because like the fact that it's a big shift, Right. And like you see a lot of us out here, and they're gonna be very surprised, and they're gonna be surprised with the result today.
Growing up, you used to have to go to school, and the Mexico fans, they would be in your ear because guess what? They were better, and we couldn't do anything about that, right? So for me personally, to be able to go to these games as an adult, as time has gone by, and to see that paradigm shift, that means a lot, man. Because they can't cope with it. They make all their excuses, and they sound like how we used to sound 15 years ago. It really says a lot. So
I've honestly, like, on this trip come to think, like, just how beautiful it is, in the game on Thursday, I sat in front of a family from, like, a Mexican-American family, and, like, they had a little 11-year-old boy, and he's rooting. Obviously, he's got a green jersey on. He's there to root for Mexico. But while the U.S. game is going on, he's rooting for the USA, Like, and I felt like a lot of the stadium was in that camp where, like, of course they're Mexico fans, but they're also kind of rooting for the USA. And I think that is a beautiful thing.
You got his final score prediction?
3-0.
We'll go 2-1 USA. Edson, huge game tonight, and Mexico nicks the win 2-1.
Let me be humble about it.
Okay.
Okay. Maybe like 7-2.
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty confident in this, and I think they're going to win. The score is going to be 2-0, and that's it.
We're going to beat them 2-1.
I think we're going to see a 2-1 victory for the U.S.
3-1.
I got 4-1.
I think 3-0 is really what I'm looking for.
Yeah, I think so. I think Mexico's going to come out. They're going to think they can play with the U.S. I think they should probably sit in a low block, but they're not going to. So I think this is ripe for a 2-0.
Awesome. You got a score prediction too? What do you think?
Yeah, it has to be 2-0. Has to be.
Oh, 2-0.
Awesome. Of course.
Absolutely.
Mexico's going to go all the way. It's going to win 2-1. It's going to be a very close one.
There you go.
Hey, man, he stole my score. I say 2-1 extra time USA. Let me ask you. Who's going to win?
I think it's going to be open. It's going to be back and forth, right? And I think the U.S. is going to win 3-2. That's my prediction.
No, bro. We were going to give you some meat, carne asada, bro. But after that, I don't think we're going to give you
So that's my prediction on what the score might be for tonight's match, but I also made some predictions on what the stats might look like in the match tonight with Underdog Fantasy. Underdog Fantasy, guys, it's a fantasy sports app that I've been enjoying playing during a lot of the soccer matches that I've been watching. And tonight, for the first time, I actually get to play it with the U.S. men's national team match that we're going to be watching later. Obviously, if I put my picks up on the screen, you guys will see that I'm leaning towards a successful night for the U.S. men's national team, hoping that Balogun can get a few shots on target. They make it super easy, Underdog Fantasy. You just pick higher or lower on certain stats and certain categories. And then if you get all your picks correct, after you put a little bit of money down, you have a chance to win some money. So stay tuned to the end of the video to see if I win some money if I get all my picks correct. Shout out to Underdog Fantasy. Thank you for making it so much more fun to watch tonight's match. Let's see how it goes.
2 hours later.
2-0! 2-0! USA! 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 USA!
Just like a typical Mexican fan right there. That's why the game ended early, because they have no class.
Cero!
USA, baby.
Well, we took that L, but hey, that was some nice goals by USA, but hey, we're going to get you back. Vas a ver, USA.
¡Viva México, cabrones!
México!
look, it's a good game. I feel bad for Ochoa. Ochoa can't carry everything. The defense was not there. There's no one attacking. But other than that, it was just a good game. Someone needs to change Ochoa. Someone needs to give him defense. Mexico needs to attack it. I feel bad for him.
We know that's going to happen.
From 8 years, Mexico can beat United States. So it's no difference. So that happens again. That happens again, you know. But I respect United States. You know.
What needs to change, right? Because obviously
the whole team.
You think so?
The whole team, yes. They need to change the whole team, the mentality. You know, Mexican mentality is really poor.
I can't complain. I'm proud of this win. They showed guts today. They were pretty bad lately, but I think today they showed hey, Concacaf champs, king of the Concacafs, USA. I mean, my fiance's Mexican, but I go for USA. But hey, USA, you know what I'm saying? Hey, thank you.
Mexico!
2-0!
I feel like we finally played the right lineup. Greg Berhalter didn't absolutely shit the bed, and that's all we needed to win. I mean, Mexico hasn't beat us in like 5 years or something, so we're chilling.
I thought starting Reyna was a great idea. Yeah, perfect.
I thought the lineup was good. I liked winning. I loved getting Dos a Cero. I love seeing it live. Glad they finally came to Texas to do it.
I was expecting a lot more from Mexico. You know, they showed up on Thursday. They didn't show up today. They should have showed up today. USA showed up today. They didn't show up Thursday, but it just goes. Seven in a row, undefeated.
I want you to compare my interview right now to the interview that I gave a few hours ago before the match. And everything that I said is true. It doesn't matter who the coach is, doesn't matter who the players are. When this match happens, there is a different dynamic that somehow it's different, and somehow our guys always manage to show up. And that's what they did tonight. When you look at how we played tonight versus Jamaica, again, like Jamaica, there was no fight. There was no intensity. There was nothing. We don't have any history with Jamaica. We have a history with Mexico in so many different ways, and you could see that.
Yeah, so leaving the match, just got punched in the face, you know. It's just they're just mad, man.
Unprovoked, or what did you do? Be honest.
He was chatting a bit of rubbish to my boys. I told him they lost. And he comes up, socks me, cheap shots me, runs away. He runs away, man. So here we are, a bit of a scar, but we're good. If I ever see you, Mexican fan, it's on, man, on site. We're good.
No, it's not. It's not on site.
Why?
It's not on site.
Post on the internet.
No, but I mean, what'd you think?
It was all fun. Everyone had a good time. He walked up. It was accidental. The guy tripped a little bit. I'm like, you know.
He tripped as his arm went that way.
The alcohol gets the best of all of us.
It does. But at the end of the day, United States won 2-0.
Let's talk about the match, yeah?
Who
is your man of the match?
My man of the match, probably Tyler Adams. He's an absolute dog, man. He puts in work 90 minutes for the United States. I absolutely love him. We all love him. All the supporters here, we love Tyler Adams. So,
who was your man of the match?
Oh, man. I think Des looked really good. He created a lot of chances, looked really good on the ball. Gio scoring a goal, Tyler Adams coming back from injury, but I'd probably give it to Des. He looked really good on the ball.
Chris Richards, people don't look at it. He was great on the air, on the ball. Great defensive one-on-one. He locked down Henry Martin. He locked down Orbelin Pineda. He did a great job. So people don't like Chris Richards, but for me, Chris Richards. Reyna was absolute menace in that midfield. He scored a goal. What a player.
Who's your man of the match?
Reyna, of course. My man of the match is Gio.
Do you guys got a man of the match in mind?
Reyna, for sure. We're definitely Reyna.
Adams, it has to be Adams. Tyler Adams, he scored a pinche golazo. That was a goal. Far, 50 yards?
I'll tell you, Gio Reyna all the way. Even the game before this one, and I know he was. Gio Reyna's just a game changer, dude. We need him on the field. I don't care if he's playing or not. He's young talent, dude. He's born for greatness.
And he always does it against Mexico, too.
Always does it against Mexico.
You got a man of the match? That's the question I was asking everyone. Who's your man of the match?
Woof. So we were talking about this, and I was overjoyed to see Tyler Adams back on the field, doing well, and that shot that he hit was
that was awesome, man.
Woof. But that being said, Gio Reyna, when he is on the field, he changes things. And that's why I say he is the future of this team. He gets in there, he gets the ball, he makes things happen. And even when he's not scoring goals, which did happen, right? But he is still changing the game. So I still think I have to give it to Gio right now.
This is now the third straight, right? Nations League, right? Two of them was against Mexico. right? It's the 7th straight unbeaten against Mexico. What does this one mean like for that rivalry? I mean, what kind of statement does it make?
World rivalry. We have no competition. It's all USA, man. If there was a competition, I expected them to show up today. Mexico didn't show up. There's no rivalry anymore. It's over.
Like it's an automatic win for the U.S. at this point.
What kind of statement do you think this is in terms of the rivalry, right? Because it's another win, right? Another clear, dominant win.
We were all having the conversation about Mexico. We couldn't even remember the last time Mexico scored against the United States. It isn't. As he said, as what he said, it's not a game anymore. It's just like
Canada's a real rival.
we show up and we're like, we're gonna win. We're gonna win. When we play Canada, it's a very different story. When we play El Salvador, it's a very different story. But Mexico, we're not scared of Mexico whatsoever. Anytime we play them, it's just an automatic win.
Now that's 7 unbeaten, right? Now against Mexico, right? Again, we're clearly the better team, right? I mean, what kind of statement does it make for like the rivalry? Is it just not even a rivalry anymore? I mean, what kind of statement is tonight, you think?
Oh no, it's still a rivalry, but we are still big brother. They're a little brother, so they gotta come see us.
They are scared now of U.S. Mexico's not the team it used to be. Before they entered the pitch, they were scared.
I think it pretty much shows that having players in top 5 leagues starting or playing in Europe is very important. Because Mexico is one of their main problems, right? Most of the players play in Liga MX, they don't want to go abroad or they don't want to. They usually stay in like Monterrey, Club America for money instead of challenging themselves and going abroad. So that's a good way to show that you have to play in the top 5 league to at least compete in our level. That's what I see. But I think U.S. for the next 5 years, I think we're going to be better than Mexico. Mexico might get a few wins. Of course, it's a rivalry, but I think from now on, I think U.S. is going to go up on scale and Mexico is going to go down.
What would your rating be for Greg Berhalter overall? His game plan, his starting lineup, getting the result?
I'm not going to weigh into that. That's a fire question. I mean, he started 2 guys who came out here, scored 2 goals that didn't start 2 days ago. So, I mean, we won 3 in a row. Like, there you go. He did his job.
What's the rating you would give the manager, right? You know, his lineup, his starting lineup. How do you think he set up the team tonight, Greg Berhalter? What did you think of his strategies today?
I'm gonna go ahead and give him an 8 out of 10 because he had the solid squad right there. I mean, the result obviously is the great result of what he put out. So he figured out the best starting 11 to get the victory, and here we are, 3-time champions. Kudos to them. USA 2-0.
Anytime it's a final, Greg always puts out a good lineup. I'm gonna have to say a 4 just because of Jamaica performance. I mean, that was atrocious. But Greg, he always finds a way to win against Mexico in the finals, but we always look horrendous getting there. So
I'll give him a 9, mainly because I didn't like that he subbed out Tyler Adams after he scored a banger, and he was doing a great job in the midfield, defensively especially. So he subbed out Adams for Cardoso in the second half. I didn't really like that, but the subs came kind of late. Musa in the 78th minute, if I'm correct. But I'll give him a 9 because it was a great performance. I'll give him, and much more improvement from the Jamaica side, from the Jamaica game, but I'll give him a 9.
I gotta respect Greg. He pulled up the results. I go for BJ. I'm going for BJ all day. We need a new manager. It was messy tonight. Both teams were kind of messy, choppy, but he pulled the result. But I still support BJ all the way.
It's a 4 out of 10. 4 out of 10. 4 out of 10 for
even with the win.
Even with the win, it was close. Because I'm telling you, Thursday was close. 95 minutes to score against being down team against Jamaica. No, it should have been better than that. BJ wouldn't have run that through. Yeah, we got the win today, but Mexico wasn't on their game, so it was the best of a little bit of the worst. But Adams, Pulisic,
Reina stepped up.
They all stepped up. So. But yeah, we got to get a new coach.
The fact of the matter is that we never should have had that close a call with Jamaica. The fact of the matter is that this was a good result. But again, like I've said, when we play Mexico, it doesn't matter who is the manager or is it. So don't go and put that on Berhalter. I'm sorry. When our guys show up, they know this is a match they need to win. And and some people were rooting for us to lose so they could get Berhalter fired. I will never do that. I will never root for us to lose. Absolutely not, right? So I'm super happy with the win. I think we played amazing. I think we dominated. Another 2-0, victory. So kudos to the boys. I'm happy for it. But at the same time, Sidney Parlow-Cone, Federation president, was out there tonight. Has made no statements about what happened against Jamaica, no statements about anything, and I'm sorry, she was brought in for a change. We haven't seen that change. And the fact of the matter is that she has remained silent, has not gone unnoticed. It is time for her to speak up about what she thinks about Greg Berhalter, what she thinks about his performance. Okay, yes, we just won 3 in a row. After only getting here because of a last-minute own goal.
Right.
What do you have to say about that, Cindy Parlow Cone?
All right, guys, I don't even need to check it. I just know my Underdog Fantasy picks did not hit. I'm not very good at this, guys. Once again, my picks did not hit, but I'm sure all of you would be better. So if you want to try, it just makes it so much more fun because you're watching even more closely. I'm going to keep trying. I play responsibly, $1 or $2 so I can afford it, and then you have a chance to just enjoy the game more and maybe win some money. Check the link in the description for Underdog Fantasy. My picks didn't hit today, but tomorrow or the next game, I'm hoping I'll do better. But you guys, I'm sure will be better than me, so make sure you go check it out. And that's going to do it, guys, for us here in Arlington, Texas. Before it starts raining, we're going to head out 2-0 for the U.S. What a result. What another win for USA against Mexico. Thank you guys so very much for watching. My name is JT Duane. It's raining on us. You're watching SuperSub Soccer. Have a good one. Wow, Tyler Adams just scored a screamer right before the half. Tyler Adams scores a banger.